I'll take it. There's a group of high school students that have to take a picture.
1, 2, 3, Chiawana!
The thing on the front, that one does not.
Just got to Ryan Griffin.
I'll take it. You want me in it? There are a lot of people that just don't like sushi. I was one of them for the longest time. For most people that don't like it, they can't get over the idea of eating raw fish. At least that's what it was for me. Honestly, I didn't even really like cooked fish for most of my life, so I couldn't wrap my head around the idea of somebody wanting to eat it raw. Some people feel like it can't be safe to eat raw fish, and there's a lot of misunderstanding surrounding that. Even the term sushi grade is an unregulated term, meaning that there's no official or strict definition. It's supposed to mean that the fish is safe to consume, but how can they possibly do that? This website for a restaurant in Linwood says that their fish has been quickly processed after being caught to prevent any microbes from bursting from the intestines. So, good. And sometimes when you eat raw fish, your master finds you by the shores of the forbidden pool and lures you away just to be abducted by the rangers of the last steward of Gondor, and nobody wants that to happen, especially not when you're just learning to trust. But the truth is that they take extensive measures to ensure the safety and quality of their product. I don't know that I would personally use the term bursting from the intestines in my marketing, but that's just me. What they do is they process it, they freeze it, and then they distribute it across the country. But for a lot of people, the stigma against eating sushi, especially this far away from the ocean, persists. And a lot of people feel the exact same way about food trucks in general. So the idea of a sushi food truck in the middle of Washington is completely out of the question. But what if it's awesome? Before you came to America, where were you?
Yeah, our originate is Myanmar, Burma, in Southeast Asia. When we came to the United States, and initially we lived in the Michigan, and then upon arriving in this land, our first job was in the sushi industry. We worked as a sushi chef at the sushi bar in the grocery store. And then my husband became a sushi franchisee, starting with our small family business. With 13 years of sushi dining experience, I started this Golden Rule Sushi food truck in here. Very fast in dining and to-go food truck back didn't have a sushi yet. So we decided to start our sushi business with the goal of offering our sushi to the Tri-City residents and others to enjoy. Most of people scary to eat a food truck, but however, the food truck follow the food safety regulation exactly like the restaurant. Because of we adhere to Benjamin Franklin Health Department's rules and regulations. Without passing food safety inspection, we cannot operate the business. The levels of our adherence to rules and regulations are among various vendors. If it were my family, I couldn't pay to buy and feed them healthy and clean food. This attitude is reflected in how we sell our sushi to our customers every day, treating them like our own family. We always are grateful to the summer help because of giving a chance to begin our sushi food truck alongside with others truck. Together, we achieve a win-win situation.
All right, so they gave me two things to check out. The first one is the volcano roll. It's got a lot of stuff. It's got crab salad, avocado, cucumber, tuna, masago, spicy sauce, sriracha, and mayo. And one thing I've never been terribly gifted with is these, so this probably won't go super well, and you're gonna have to forgive me. I did it. That is a lot going on. That is delicious. So full disclosure, I would never call myself a sushi expert. My wife and I used to go to this spot in the mall. It was one of the conveyor belt places. I don't even remember what it was called, but there was this one roll that we would get there that it had shrimp tempura, it had shrimp on top. It was just a normal roll, but there was this sauce on top of it, this little dollop of white sauce, and it was the major reason that I would go and order that thing. And one time I decided to ask the waiter what that delicious sauce was and if I could make it, and he just said it was mayonnaise. I was just eating mayonnaise, so keep that in mind. All right, so the other thing is the crunchy sandwich, and there's no chance I'm gonna remember everything that's on this thing. It's got rice, tempura shrimp, avocado, cucumber, green leaf, radish, spicy sauce, sushi sauce, and crispy ball. And included in the price is a set of gloves. And check it out, you can still use your phone. That is fascinating. I'd be willing to bet that you're a little bit like me and that you wouldn't consider yourself to be a sushi expert either. I honestly find the world of sushi kind of intimidating. There are hundreds or thousands of people that are just sushi apprentices that all they do is prep work and clean things for like 15 years before they ever actually end up making something for a customer. And I think all of that is great, but it does create this sort of air of inaccessibility. And there's another way to do it where you just make something great and make another thing that's equally great, but I mean a little bit unexpected if I'm being honest. You make those things, but you make them attainable. This place has a 4.9 on Google, but some people are still hesitant. Jacob says really good sushi, especially coming on a food truck. Everything tasted very fresh and not fishy smell. And that's true. It's not fishy smell. Angela said that she was hesitant to try food truck sushi, but is so glad that she did. And then this person appears to have had a stroke, but still gave it 5 stars. So for the people that just don't like sushi, I get it. It's perfectly understandable that it just wouldn't be for you, but I think there are a lot of people who, like me, just think that they don't like sushi and haven't challenge themselves to see if there's more to the world. So if you're a person who just thinks that you don't like sushi, but you don't know for sure, take a moment to look inside yourself and ask yourself the question, could I be doing better? Am I living the most fulfilling life that I possibly could? And would it be made better by being a person that likes sushi? And if the answer to any of that is yes, golden roll. Golden roll. Golden roll.
I would like to tell to the people we offer our delicious sushi dishes to every customer by using a fresh and clean sushi supplies and equipment every day. We are very grateful and we appreciate to each and every customers who comes, buys and loves our sushi. We invite you and every customer to support our sushi and to all other varieties of trucks with us serving the best food with us at the Hub of Kennewick. Thank you.